Broadcasting live from Haven Conference 2022 in Atlanta, it's time for Organization Conversation. Brought to you by Wall Control Storage Systems. Wall Control gives you the storage and organization you crave.
Welcome back to Organization Conversation from Haven. I'm Richard, and we're here with Steph, our co-host.
Hey.
And our dear friend Katrina. Katrina, how are you doing?
I'm super great. How are you?
I'm doing good. So before we get going down wherever we're going to go, tell our audience your own channels and your own brand. My
handle is PNW Farmhouse Design Co., being from the Pacific Northwest, because a lot of people are confused about that. My niche, is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
I'm a maker, so I am moving into the beginning, intermediate stages in my wood shop. I have my garage is a 2-car garage with tons of tools, and I'm just trying to find my own little product to make.
Yeah. We've had the pleasure of hanging out with you across a lot. I mean, multiple workbench cons, Haven. Is it Spring Make too? Were you at Spring Make?
No, but I am going this year.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, there's been a lot of it. In fact, we're brought to you by Katrina's hotel Wi-Fi right now. So yeah, so that's a fun thing. So how's Haven been for you so far?
Haven's been great. I mean, this is the first year. I mean, this is my 4th, including the virtual attending. And this is actually the first year I've actually really felt calm and not nervous. I'm feeling more of a vibe with people and not worrying about what people worry.
Yeah, it can be an intimidating atmosphere for sure.
Yeah. Now you're like established presence. Like, no, you come to me. I don't go to you.
Yeah, it's like I'm just who I am now, and I'm comfortable with that.
Good.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
So, any big takeaways so far? Any good classes? Any good, content?
My first class that I've taken so far is with Vanessa from First Gen Home. She is Pink's. What's Alma's screen name? It's Pink Soul Solution. It's her cousin.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
So, she did a class on juicing your content, and it was so informative and so good. She did an awesome job.
Really?
What does that mean, juicing your content?
How to take one series, like she's videotaping herself doing the gardening, and she's breaking it down, and then you use it as an educational, entertaining drama, not a drama, I don't know what the word would be, is like how to get people more engaged onto your post. So you're taking one video and just making it into a different thing. Instead of every day trying to create new content, you're using something and recording it and then extending it for a long period of time.
Is she doing that again?
Yeah, she's doing it tomorrow. It's a really, really good class.
I mean,
awesome.
There's one thing about, just trying to be creative and constantly be coming up with projects, and then the other side of it, the content creation and how to reuse that. Like, y'all amaze me at how you can marry all that stuff together, because just one aspect of it would be exhausting, like coming up with new projects and then how to get it out there on social media. So, what's your process for that? Or do you have a process?
I'm still learning. I am one of those instant gratification type. And I struggle with ADHD. And so when I do something, I'm like, oh, great idea. And then I do it, and then it's not... Like, you see people's filming, and it's so well done, and mine is just like, oh, I just did a video, and I send it out. So that's this weekend's hope, is to learn how to film and do it in a really well-formed content.
Strategically roll it out. Yeah, that makes sense. That seems like a good takeaway.
That's definitely like an ADHD mindset, though. It's like by the time you're almost done with the project, you're just ready to do the next project, and don't even I should have taken pictures of that when I was done with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoops, I'm doing something else now.
Yeah, exactly. So it's been interesting.
Yeah. So is there anything you're working on now?
I am. I just did a story and a reel about the man on the moon that I'm doing a glow in the dark. So I'm trying to build into that, doing like a nursery or a boys' room thing, because I don't want to stick just to nursery. Doing either on my CNC or laser and a glow-in-the-dark theme or some kind of colorful theme of stars, moons, astronaut rockets. And then I'm also already in the design stage is Lainey at Pine and Birch and I. She's been helping me.
Yeah, we miss you this year, Lainey.
Yeah, we miss you, Lainey. I showed her a concept of this days till Christmas, days till whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's an interchangeable, but it's not like this cheesy looking one. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
We're still in the
cool.
design process of it.
Yeah, we were talking before we came on, and we're expecting our first, and we have kind of a star thing going too. And my background's in engineering. I love space, like it's my So that resonates a lot with me, and I'm sure a lot of our listeners too. So
Yeah. It's fun, but I'm really excited to hear more about your baby room in your nursery.
Exactly. Yeah, I will definitely be sending you some pics.
Yeah.
I'll get some and send them to you.
I can't
that's
wait.
coming right
I
around
want
the
to
corner.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm doing my best. I'm not, talented like you guys, but Monica's pretty good at picking stuff out. So.
How are you going to make wall control with no sharp edges and baby friendly?
Yeah, just mount it high, I guess. Yeah, that's yeah.
Pull noodles, cut in slices, and
That
glue.
seems like a
There you
way
go.
easier plan than trying to make it soft.
Yeah, exactly. There's some inherent characteristics about it that make it good for storage, but not great for a
Infants?
baby toy. Yeah, exactly.
just
yeah.
high above that can't be touched.
Yeah,
There
we
you
do
go.
have. People do use it like above changing tables, and so we have a mirror above ours. But I've seen that a good bit.
Oh, put
Yeah,
you can
diapers and-
definitely wipe baby vomit and other things off
Absolutely.
of it pretty
you can
easily.
throw up on the panel and just wipe it right down.
Well,
that's the word.
I had a mirror next to my changing pad on our changing table when my oldest son was getting changed. He'll watch himself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Because you're always worried about them rolling themselves off, and I have often feared that.
Yeah.
He did it one time.
Yeah.
Sleep deprived mom. Anyway, I had a mirror right there, and so he would watch himself in the mirror.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we put one there. So,
Yeah.
Monica probably had that already all
Probably
planned out
so.
and knew exactly why.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that was probably done on purpose that I just take for
Like,
granted.
oh, that looks good there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm learning a lot. That's for sure. So yeah. Well, how we'd be remiss without talking about organization. We've kind of dabbled in it on the conversation, but how does organization help you be more efficient in your space?
Well, it's usually a cluster in my shop, and I have this horrible type peg system that was in my shop, and I think I showed you.
Yeah.
And I just needed something more efficient to put things away, and I have a layout that'll help with my shipping and my drills and my paint guns and everything, and it works so well. And then it's like I have, what is it, the Adams Lazy Y DIY look?
Yeah.
It's
With
got the panels on the side and open in the middle.
Yeah, and it's got the clamp brackets for storing clamps for sure. Yeah.
And then I have my logo in the middle. So it makes a great backdrop too when I
sure.
want to do videos, because my shop isn't pretty. It's
a workshop.
A working
it's a
shop
workshop.
is not going to be exactly.
Yeah. But it's so great because it's so interchangeable. And then it's like if you figure out that you actually need to utilize it in this way, you just go into the shop, and it's so affordable to use wall control.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it.
Yeah, we want to make it, we like to say that your storage system shouldn't cost more than your tools.
Exactly.
And we try to keep to that, so.
I love it. It's so good, and it's just so interchangeable and easily to manipulate and move over. So, yeah.
So, kind of hopping around in the same organization theme, we've kind of been talking to people about their own businesses and how they organize structurally their business and their time. How do you manage, because you were speaking about your shipping station, how do you manage your creative and your operational, what kind of balance does that look like for you?
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
I go off of my orders, and then I'm like, if I get a design of my idea in my head, I don't know.
Yeah.
ADHD.
Do you sell things that are already made, or do you mostly do customs?
I'm trying to work more in pre-made stuff, because customs, it's such a process and it takes more time. So money-wise, it doesn't make sense to be doing customized all the time.
Yeah.
So my hope is to bring down to just pre-made items, so I have them and they're ready and they're order and they ship to make the turnaround time.
We kind of went through the same thing at Wall Control years ago. We would make all kind of custom stuff, and you have to sell it at a premium, so it makes your product line look more expensive, but you actually make less money because the setup on it is just inefficient. So we went, we'd make anything, then we made a standard item, and now we're getting a little more, not so much custom, but more panel sizes. custom for us, but we do them in mass. So yeah, it's hard to balance that, you know.
It really is.
And it's really hard, you know, like for you guys, you're creative, so that's like a whole nother bit of it, you know. And then there's the social media thing we were saying, like how to balance all that. And you know, we were talking before you came on about just trying to stay inspired and keep that energy. You know, that's got to be a challenge as well.
It's really, really hard to balance everything and also be a mom and a husband, or a mom and a wife, and just be part of that lifestyle too.
So when this podcast comes out, everyone should listen here and then go look at how dramatically improved your photography is since the recording date.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Maybe so, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, thanks for sitting down, Katrina. It's been a blast. And
It's been great.
And thank
Always
you again
great to
for the
see you.
Wi-Fi.
I love you guys.
Yeah. It's been our pleasure. So
My
thanks
pleasure
again.
as well. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Organization Conversation is brought to you by Wall Control, a family-owned and operated producer of best-in-class wall-mounted organizers for your home or business, made right here in the USA. To learn more, go to wallcontrol.com.